Welcome to Gardening with Daddy Pete. Let's join our host, Melvin York.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. You're listening to Gardening with Daddy Pete, and I'm your host, Melvin York, and the new year has begun. Here it is, already the 4th of January, and believe me, I'm not the only one that's got gardening on the mind. I have talked to a lot of people, had a lot of calls, and people are ready for spring. Winter's not really got here yet. I'm ready for spring also, and to get those gardens started. Have we got some seeds already in the tray? The answer is yes, we do. Now, if you're going to be a first-time gardener, please stay tuned to our podcast. We'll try to help you through there. Also, you can go to our website, which is Daddy Pete's with an S, daddypete's.com, and you can archive our podcast on the different topics that you may be needing some information on. You can leave a comment, ask a question there. Also, while you're on our website, you can go to our different products and look through the descriptions of those and see which one will work best for whatever you're planning or whatever project you're doing. If you're not certain, then by all means, leave us a comment there or in the comment section with a return email or email us, and I will get back to you. If you'd like a phone call back instead of an email, leave me your phone number, and I would be more than glad to do that. A lot of people says, do you answer all the questions? Yes, I do, because we have a motto at Daddy Pete's, and it's simple is we help you grow. Not only do we think that's the right thing to do, it's the thing as farmers, it's the thing as neighbors that we want to do. Keep in mind the reason that we do what we do with our products, and we go to the very extreme to make sure that you get the same product year after year, is that we want you to be successful. I've always said this, I'll say it again. The worst thing that can happen is a new gardener happens to get a hold of the wrong plants for the wrong area, the wrong mix, a mix that's not right for what they're doing, and some other brand, and then they take the failure upon themselves or the knowledge of not growing. So what we want to do is we want to especially make these first-time new gardeners successful if we can. So one thing I want to talk to you about is why to grow the garden. I'm going to give you some reasons here why you want to grow your garden and do the things that people are doing. I know you probably have some friends or neighbors or some relatives, or they know someone that, they're growing their own vegetables, they're growing their own fruits, they're growing their own meat, they're raising their own eggs. Why go to this trouble? Well, let me just do something. You need to jot this down, and you need to go something, and you can sign it up for your emails and keep your neighbors, your loved ones, your relatives informed. I'm going to give you two things here. The first one's going to be the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration. Go to there, type in recalls, and you can look at all the recalls that we've had this year just through the Food and Drug Administration. That will take care of some different types of meats. It's going to take care of some types of things with eggs, some vegetables, some fruits. Also, with a lot of the medicines or some of the things that's being used in the hospital that they use even in the operating room, some of the things that's made for that. They constantly keep an eye on those. Then again, type in USDA. Again, they take care of the beefs, the chickens, the pork, the fish. Again, type in recalls, and you can go through there and look at those. And at the bottom of the page of any one of them, you're going to see where it says to sign up for these recall to be sent to your email. And that would be something that you really, really want to do. And are you going to have several emails every day? Yes, but it's worth the time to look. If you don't know what's really going on, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to start for today, because today we already have one recall that's been posted, one yesterday, and I'm going to go backwards again. There was one on the 31st. The first one today is from a brand named Tasty Snacks. And the product that's being recalled is dried plums, and they may contain undeclared sulfites. Winluck Trading Incorporated is the company name. Now, this is all that it gives you. It gives you all this information on it. Also gives you the product type, what category it's in, food and beverages, and allergens. So that's what all comes in the Tasty Snacks brand of dried plums. The company is Winluck Trading Incorporated. It gives you all of that. So I may not do all that with everything we're doing here, but that's going to give you an idea. The next one, which was recalled on January the 3rd, 2024, is Blue Ridge Beef. They actually make animal veterinarian type food, kitten grind, kitten mix, and puppy mix. If you buy any of these, there's a recall for potential contamination and salmonella and Listeria monocytogenes. And the company name on those is Blue Ridge Beef. So there you go. You want to keep your pets safe. Also, this way, it lets you know what's going on, what's being recalled. Now, here's a biggie. 12/31/2023, Impamil. And the Impamil that's being called is Nutramagine, and it is a powder infant formula, which is 12.6 and the 19.8 size cans. Now, the potential is Chronobacter sakazaki contamination. The company is Rickett, Mead, Johnson, and Nutrition. So those are for sure something that needs to be looked into. Again, let's go on down here. Just a few more, and then I'm going to skip over to another one. Samsung has recalled soybean sprouts in 1 pound bags, potential contamination of Listeria monocytogenes. Nam and Son of Maryland, or MD, it would be the company name on that. Another one that, and I'm going to skip around, Hospira. They're 4.2 sodium bicarbonate injections, 8.4% sodium bicarbonate injection, atropine sulfate injection. Now, this is something that you would see in the hospitals or you would see in the doctor's office. And here's the recall: is presence of glass particulate matter. Hospira Incorporated is the company. So see, we're already into 3 or 4 different categories that you wouldn't think would be part of it. But Americaine is the product. Benzocaine topical anesthetic spray, presence of benzene. Insight Pharmaceuticals are the one that was recalled 12/22/23. Now, if you'll also notice, there's another thing on the side of this. When you're going through the list of all these, it will say terminated recall. When the recall's done, they will terminate it. So as long as you see these, the recall is still in effect. Now, let's just pop over here just for a minute, and I'll look that up. For the USDA recalls, that, again, we just listened to the FDA recalls, which is one part of our food system and our medical system, and even our pet foods, we found out. But we're going to go to the USDA part now, and we're going to look under some of the recalls that's happened there. And this first one was done January 3rd, 2024. Spratelli Beretta USA Incorporated recalls Busetta Foods brand ready-to-eat charcuterie meat products due to possible salmonella contamination. Okay, and this was recalled on January the 3rd, 2024. Let's go on down. Just to give you another example, Valley Meats LLC recalls ground beef products due to possibly E. coli, and that was done on 12/31. So it's a possible E. coli. That is also, you will notice, this is a high Class 1 recall. So was the Fratelli Beretta, also high Class 1. So these are something that we don't play with it. They won't know off the market. They won't see what's going on. Again, here's another high Class 1. The recall date on it was 12/22/23. Skanga Meat Company recalls ground beef products due to possible E. coli contamination. Now, that company is based, evidently was out of Colorado. I don't know where Valley Meats was there. It didn't say. Another one, Simmons Prepared Foods Incorporated recalls boneless chicken bites product due to possible foreign matter contamination. That was done on 12/15/23. Again, another high Class 1 recall. Here's a public health alert. You will see that it's under there. Issues public health alert after alert for beef soup product due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. We get a lot of that now. We see more people with allergies nowadays to eggs, to peanuts, on different things. But this one, they didn't declare what was in it. And what I'm saying is health alert for the ready-to-eat product labeled inspired beef soup due to misbranding and undeclared allergen. The product labeled as Brita inspired beef soup. So there you go. They did not declare everything that was in that soup, which could be one of them and possibly already is an allergen. another high class one here, and that was 12/7/23. Wayne Farms LLC, ready to eat chicken breast products that may be undercooked. Now they're ready to eat, but they recalled 1,377 pounds of ready to eat chicken breast. Okay, and again, it's still an active recall. Let's get one more here before we go on. Garland Ventures recalled ready to eat chicken fried rice products due to possible listeria contamination. Again, that is a high class one recall, and that was recalled on December 6th. We can go on and on and on, but the thing is, you need to go on to the USDA page. Just type it on your computer, USDA recalls, and put you right on the page. Go through and look, and you can sign up for the email alerts that will be sent out to you daily for things that's being recalled, and you can keep up with it. Believe me, there's more and more and more. I'm just giving you the tip of the iceberg. Also, go to the FDA page, type in FDA recalls, and again, you can sign up for the daily alerts and emails that will let you know what's going on. So here is not one, but several, and more reasons to grow your own garden, grow your own food. I know everybody's made New Year's resolutions. Most of them has to do with diets, okay? But instead of losing weight, how about doing this? How about let's trying to grow our own food or get hooked up with one of the many of your neighbors that grow and that are so kind to share some of their food at a reasonable cost with you. That way you know where your food's coming from. I think you're going to find once you start eating healthy, you don't have to worry about the weight part of diet. We talked about the different cooking oils, how that vegetable oil is really kind of going under the cover, which is halfway really not true because most vegetable oil is soybean oil. But you need to start looking at the different things you cook in with the different type oils. Even some of the olive oils has been cut 50%. So whatever you can do, and we know that it's best for our diet not to use any of these oils. Check out margarine. You're going to find that there's a lot of soybean oil also in that. I'm not saying soybean oil is good for you. What I'm saying is I like to stick with natural. We're finding out that the old ways, the natural ways, are now we're coming back to and are more healthy than some of the new things we're doing. We've actually got a spray now that they're spraying on all fresh vegetables so that they will stay shelf life longer on those vegetables. I'll get you the name of that because I don't want to really go into all that right now because I'm going to give you a breakdown of what it's made to, but you should see a sticker on it. And when you do see that, you need to back away from buying that vegetable. Now, more and more that's coming into your stores and into your produce than what you think. Not only on produce, it's also coming on a lot of your fruits also. So what you need to do is start looking at your tags, looking at your labels, and be conscious of what you're buying. And if it don't look like that it's something that, okay, I don't really know what this is, well, don't buy it. Go home, look it up, find out, do your homework on it. And, maybe it is okay. Maybe it's not. I don't know. All I know is that we're finding more and more things that's not okay than is. So there's just different things out there now that's being done. There's so many different vegetable sprays and they all claim they're natural. And then when you get down to it, well, they're not as natural as evidently somebody's got a different idea of natural than what I have. Anyway, the main thing is to do your homework on all of these different vegetables and washes and things that they may be using. You're looking for. And let's face it, guys, there is no way that even if you're buying organic vegetables, let's just say you're buying organic vegetables from California, okay? That's on the West Coast. We live on the East Coast. They still have to be trucked here. They're going to go into a reefer trailer where they're going to lower the temperature, going to get it here. They usually go through a warehouse, then they're back to another truck, then sent out to the supermarkets, which again, they go back, they're handled again, put on the market to sell out into the produce section of your grocery store. How nutritional can that be? Because they're going to have to ride at least 8 or 9 days by the time all this starts from the time. What about growing your own fresh where you pick it, take it straight in, prepare it, and eat it? Or again, how about that farmer down the road or that farmer's market that picked it fresh this morning? You can grab it, take it straight home and go. These are just things I'm saying. Even when you pick fresh, and you can. You do know that it was fresh when you put it in there. You do know that there wasn't anything sprayed on it. So have I given you enough reasons to garden yet? Hopefully I have, or at least to support some of your local people that are, and just to make sure that your family eats healthy. So if you have decided this year to garden, I do encourage you to make sure that you do buy all heirloom seeds. That way you can save the seed from one year to the next, and it will produce the same plant that it did the first time. Where a hybrid will not. A hybrid will produce a plant of fruit this year, save the seed from that. The fruit's not going to look the same the next year because usually it goes back to the stronger of the cross of the different varieties it was crossed with. And third and fourth time from that, sometimes you get the form-looking fruit. It's just totally different. So heirloom seeds, is that way you can continue to carry on. Go back into our archives and you can see where we've talked about the new GMOs, some of the things that's been done to seed, the new terminator gene that's in a lot of the different grains now, or can be inserted into those. And so it kind of gets scary. But the main thing is we want you to eat healthy. This year, go ahead and make a promise to yourself that you and your family are going to eat healthier. Now, we do have the avenues all around us to do that. And believe it or not, you'll say, well, if I go buy this, it's twice the price. Okay. What if you get twice the nutrition? Well, what is laying down at night and knowing that your family ate something that doesn't have a chemical on it or hadn't been altered that's going to harm them in the long run? Maybe, maybe not. But again, do you really want to take that chance? I mean, when you can eat healthy, nutritional. So anyway, that's Melvin's take for today. That's the way we're going to start the new year out, and we're going to try to make sure that we do give more information and help these new gardeners along, because we do want to be successful. Please go to our website, which is daddypeats.com, and look around there just a little bit. We've been hanging out since 1907. We're a century plus years of farming, and we're kind of proud of that. Take a look at the old house, and today it's still standing, and today the fifth generation farmer is still living in it. It's had a little bit of remodeling done to it, but basically same structure, and that's how long that it's been hanging out. We love to tell our story. We love to share with you, and we do want to be part of your gardening experience at Daddy Pete's. So that's, again, why our slogan's there: we help you grow. Look at our different products. Please, if you have questions, don't hesitate to send that email in or ask that question, because, I have a lot of people say, well, I don't want to act silly. I don't want to look silly. There are no questions like that. Here's the thing. We want you to be successful. And so by doing that, I'm not going to tell you I have all the answers, because I don't. But I will tell you this, we'll keep looking until we get them for you. Take advantage also of your local extension service in your county. Look it up. We have a great one here in Iredell County. We have a nice facility over there. You go in and we do have master gardeners there that can help you right along. All those services are free to you. Those are all came, and all the tests and trials have been done through NC State University that they use, or some of the other state universities around. So all these methods have been tried and true for a lot of time, a lot of years, a lot of different trials. So use those services, which are totally free to you, and they would love to help you. You trust me, they would love to help you. And I think you'll find out that it's very interesting. Well, until next time, I guess we're going to get off of here, and we're going to start 2024 off and getting ready to garden. So look back. You may need to already go get some of those cabbage plants and some of those broccoli plants, some of those things already sown, because it's not going to be too long till we're going to have to take the transplants. Make sure you harden them off before setting them out for the full run. And hardening off means no more than to take them out during the daytime, let them go ahead and, get used to the wind, get used to the temperature, pull them back in. And then after about a week or so of hardening off, then they're ready to go to the ground. They'll survive, and they will do good for you. Well, until next time, you've been listening to Daddy Pete. I'm Melvin York, your host. Happy gardening.
Thank you for joining today's Gardening with Daddy Pete. You can check out our website at daddypeats.com for additional gardening tips, and our podcast at gardeningwithdaddypete.podbean.com. You can also join us on Amazon, Apple, or Spotify.